What is up, guys? Control here. In today's video is going to be on a triple threat deck. Teemo as the first threat, then we have Assemblybot as number 2, and Vi as the finisher. It is a list that we played a little while ago with Ionia instead of Targon, and one that I think did relatively well, but post-Targon, this deck actually got a lot better. It's not like tier 1, it's not like the rank 1 Southeast Asia Dragons deck that I showed you guys a couple days ago, or like TF Swain, for example. But it is a very strong deck and one that I think you can climb with. We had a fair amount of success with it on ladder. I'll show it to you guys right now. Basically, what you're doing is you're playing gem generators. So if you look at this, you just basically go Targon. You're like, hey, I'm going to play cards that give me gems that don't suck. So Gift Giver and Mentor Stones. Boom, you're in one shard of the mountain. Reason for that is very good for buffing the good old Assemblybot and the Vi to make them do a ton of damage. Because we kind of have some perks mapped to allow them to go over the top and just win us a game. We also have good cards like Spacey Sketcher to kind of just make it so we can discard some of our bad cards like Shards of the Mountain and Zenith Blade against aggro to look for better anti-aggro tools. Teemo and the Teemo package to also work with, well, one, cheap spells for the Assemblybots and the Vi, but also just for being able to just pop off by itself as well. Teemo's, again, another reason why this deck can do well. And with all of the gems and the shrooms that we have, the Puffcap Peddler actually ends up doing quite well too. So definitely a good card. Got some burst speed combat spells here. Guiding Touch and Pale Cascade, really nice for cycle and just keeping our cards alive. Super sweet stuff. Bastion and Hush, other tech cards that are just burst speed, very strong Targon cards that just allow you to win combat and protect your big units. Very, very strong cards. You know, Hush is one of those massive ones in this deck because when you go Assemblybot or Vi with the map, what you can do is you can Hush your opponent's elusive units. And then they kind of just sit there with, you know, their thumb in their mouth going, why is the 20 attack Vi and 20 attack Assemblybot hitting me in the head right now? What's going on? And then you win the game and hit a couple dabs. It's pretty good. Mentor, pretty cool card. We talked about this one a little bit, but this one's massive. It just allows you to have the Teemo, Sketcher, Gift Giver, just, you know, transform into 3/3s or 3/4s, which is huge early on. And the 3 gems are just insane as well. So definitely one of the better cards in the deck, and I almost always look for this. Peddler, again, is good. Just a solid card to have. It's very good with all the spells that we have because, I mean, our ratio is pretty high. 16 spells, but the thing is a lot of our units and a lot of our spells themselves actually generate more spells with the gems and the puff caps. So very, very solid card. Zenith Blade, another way to win games if you do not have a Sunworks map. It's just good for the overwhelm on the Vi with the challenge, and it's also okay on the Assemblybot. It's definitely more there just for the Vi. Had this as a 3 of originally, but I found that it was a little bit too clunky, so I cut it down to 2. Still good there. Chump Bump, solid card, just a big body and a good generator for tokens, good generator for buffs. Shards, kind of more of a for fun card, but again, I think it's still pretty good with the gems. And Vi are a good, sweet finisher. Very nice lady. Most of my wins I found were with Vi. We had one game with Assemblybot where he popped off, but I found that I just didn't draw him that often, honestly. It was more that we just had Vi's and we're like, okay, well, Vi is going to just like double scale with the good old gems, which does work. So I was initially thinking that Vi could only go up to 10 attack for some reason because the way that she initially worked on release was she was bugged and you could keep on buffing her attack, and then they fixed it. But the thing is, her passive effect when I'm in player in hand grant me +1 attack when you play another card with a max of 8 attack is a passive effect. So if you play a gem that gives you 1 attack by itself, that's an individual attack separated from her passive effect. So if you play 8 gems on her, she will gain 16 attack, go up to an 18 4 with tough, and absolutely blow your opponent out of the park. So very, very sweet card, one that's super solid in this deck, and very, very good finisher. You know, Assemblybot does do the same thing. He does double scale, so gems will give him 2 attack as well. And that's one of the reasons why we run so many cards to generate gems, and I think that one Shard of the Mountain does in fact fit in this deck. Overall, it's a very, very fun deck. It's one that I would definitely recommend playing, and I would say that this is one that, you know, again, it's not tier 1, but it's a deck that you can climb with and is going to be really fun to climb with as well. I think it's a great deck, super fun, and that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys a little bit later today on Twitch, and I will be back on Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. PST for my next stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll have YouTube videos, of course, throughout the week. Tomorrow, I'll have planned to upload at about 8 a.m. PST. I think it's going to be the game plan. And that'll be about it for the week, just 8 a.m. I think. Today's is a little bit later. It'll be up just after 12, I think. But that's okay. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, deep. And I'm playing stuff. Sketcher good against this deck? Not really. You guys keep Gift Giver. Oh. That's kind of okay. Oh, the Mentor plus Teemo combo. I actually have Cascade on 2 to protect him too. It's kind of funny. Has anyone played deep with Stalking Shadows yet? I'm gonna guess it feels pretty good. The toss cards are so sweet with that. Ooh. That's a few too many dredgers, I think. I will play Gift Giver to block with, I think, because... Maybe I actually don't. I don't think I actually do. Because then, if I go Mentor, I can't play Cascade to protect him from, like, a Feast. And he's not going to have mana for the Grasp, so...
Speak, stars. Speak, I say.
Okay. Yes, stars, speak. One time. I advise the stars to speak one time. That blue's fine. Would I play Pale Cascade to buff the Mentor to kill the 3-2 that's going to block it? Probably. I think yes. You can also send a 1-1 into it, but I feel like you would want to take the heal. On the flip side, what do I even know about this game? Nothing. Keeping this card alive is kind of a big deal, actually. I don't get to use any of the clouds, though, with the Teemo. Is the problem here. I think that I like having the buff for another round, and I like drawing. Another Cascade? Okay. We'll probably some play Chump, then. Big time pass. These shrooms, man, they want to see play here. Actually popping off. Okay, buddy, you gotta chill out. So our card's dead. He has 2 mana left. Teemo will then die to a... I guess anything, really. So I want to play Cascade in a lot of cases, then. If that's the case, then... Am I gonna play Sketcher or the Gem Girl first? Searching for the... Serpent's kind of a good look. I guess Gem Girl, because she's a better blocker. I can then discard the gems that I get to play the Sketcher after. I feel like the Protector, or the Caretaker, sorry. And I hold mana to play the Cascade in case of Feast. Sure. That is more than fine with me, I think. It's okay. I think it's based on the one that I was playing yesterday, yeah. It's a little bit different, I'd say, though. I don't even remember how much I edited yesterday from your original list, but I have changed a bit. Get rid of a gem. Charger's kind of pog, but it's not like we really need the damage to win. Messenger for draw is nice. I think Trickster's just too expensive. I think I like the Charger. If I play the Charger, I only have 2 spell mana, so if I want to flip Teemo, I can't play Cascade to play on Grasp. But then I can play a Cloud to make him a 4/4 to 1-treat into the 3/3 they play on turn 5, 3/3 elusive, and also to go ahead and speak Grasp. So I'd probably just play the 4/1. Let it die. And then just so we don't actually have to play the Cascade this round. Vi is nice, but she's just way too weak. After we play all of these big boy cards, though, these little cheap guys with gems, she will be absolutely just terrifying for this guy to deal with. Okay, he's got the eye. He probably also has a Feast, which kind of sucks. Blocks Chump Pump really well here. I don't think we actually really care that much if Teemo dies, because we're not actually playing a Teemo deck. Maybe the value trade is the only one I want to just deny. Other plays like preemptive gem here, I think. It's kind of okay. It's not that bad. Do the Cloud. So he kind of needs a Feast or the Unspeakable Horror here, because if he doesn't do that, then what can happen for us is I can play gems to heal the team up. Okay, good. So he's got the level up. Or not the level up, he's got the removal though. I can't do anything about that. It's okay. Pale does seem team. Why would I mean, Pale's only 1 health, right? So I mean, the level up's kind of better, I think. I can play a Sketcher if we want. 6 mana to play with the Vi anyways. I don't think the Puff Cap's that good. Puff Cap is probably the discard over Gem. The damage is just better usually. Messenger, Serpent, Charger. I like the draw because we're kind of just lacking right now, but Serpent's really, really good for Vi if we don't get the map. You can take the draw though. I don't actually have to play her next round. She's not gonna be leveled or anything, so it'll be fine. She's also not bugged anymore, so you can't make her like plus 20 or anything like that. Speak of the map. This game, man. Swear to God. I could even do a 6 mana, honestly. I really don't think there's that much that he can do. I think that just like Vi into like open like Sunpork's attack is pretty good. Only real issue is like an actual main decked Vengeance or the... I think Mogwai played Riptide with Nautilus. Not recently, but like last set. That could be a potentially relatively large problem as well. I think that I just like jamming there. So like push 11, I get her flipped if he doesn't have a Vengeance, so it's pretty strong. But did have the Serpent here, obviously be a lot better if he didn't develop, but I mean realistically he probably develops anyways. Do they run Whale? I'm not sure if they do anymore. Is Whale really good? I would say probably not. It's okay until like Nightfall. Otherwise, I mean it's not that good. Okay, so you can rip the 4 mana 4/4 and play that. So 3 mana 3/3. Or you can rip nothing, which I'm also okay with. Cool, touch. So if I play this, I go to 6, and then I play 2 gems, and I'm at 10. Okay. Oh wait, I can still get... Sorry, okay, so it's +8 just with her passive effect. So if I go for the gem plus Cascade, I technically have lethal then? So I only lose the Vengeance then? Or the stun? Or I guess any form of healing as well. Not bad. It's giving his card the opportunity to block bad. I don't think it really changes anything. Okay, that's pretty good. Turn 7, not bad. That would make sense though that it's not just like Vi capped at 10 attack. Because like you get the +8 buff. So yeah, my understanding of how this worked was completely flawed. And that's a lot better than I initially thought that it would be. Obviously still really weak to like any single target removal, like stuns, hush, all that kind of stuff, right? But in that kind of the case when they don't have that on turn 7, I mean, it's kind of disgusting, right? Because the gems will just give you +2 attack up to a max of 8, and then you have stuff like the Cascade to win with. Pretty solid game, and another good reason that we used the Shroom early for the Teemo over the Pale Cascade, because we actually wouldn't have won if we saved that. Call me maybe, one time. Please call me maybe. This guy plays fast aggro deck. I mean... So, is this like actually a full keep? It feels like it isn't, but it could be pretty easily. Kind of think it is, actually. It's weird. Solid 3-drop. I think that the Vi is good. Better to have her in your hand than to not have her in your hands. I don't really have any way of like just not dying against a deck like this. So I think it's better to try to kill him than it is to try to just survive and not do anything and die. I could gem this to block it, but I think it's a waste. I need a card to buff with the Mentor, so let's take it. Ow, my shoulder. Dude, how 5-head is like... Oh, dude, I don't even want to say this out loud because it's so 5-head. How 5-head is like playing the Sunpork's map on my Mentor of the Stones. Is that like the biggest brain play you guys have ever heard of in your entire life?
Into the future, I see purple.
Sounds pretty good, right? Except for then I don't get gems. So maybe it's actually not very good at all. I guess we just let our Mentor die. Will it make it rain? I don't... Did they run it? I actually don't know if they do or not. I think that's probably just the play. Just say, okay, you know, get a 3/4 gift giver. That's fine. Do some damage. One thing I like about decks that run gems is your hand just gets so big, and I just enjoy seeing the massive hands. This feels good. Zap. Oh, dude, I've always been kind of a pretty big fan of the assembly kind of concept. It's always been a deck that I just have thought has been pretty fun to play with. Mess around with a little bit, you know? Okay. Sure. Ow. I don't think I play the map with the Vi next rounds. I think that I just try to kill stuff and stay alive and then probably kill him on turn 7. Potentially. I feel like that's a better line at least. What the 4-mana guy that heals 3 per turn. I mean, it could be good against aggro. I don't really know if I'd like value that super heavily though. Definitely a thought though. Like grabbing the 3-1 or the 2-2. If I gem 3 times and grab this, I actually flip him as well, which is maybe worth. Maybe also just overzealous, but I kind of like it. The thing is, like, all the spells that he can play into this are so bad because she has tough. That's one of the reasons why she's so nice, is just that tough is such a broken mechanic, man. Fervor, okay, buddy, you gotta chill out. I am maybe dead now. I'm at 7. He's 5 mana left. Decimate. So that's 2.
Lock the doors. I rarely forget. I never forgive.
I quite literally do not have another unit to play to block with here. Actually, sorry, I do. I'm stupid. Okay. So I do this. I hush the gangplank so he doesn't have overwhelm. Let's meet a 4. Okay. That is fine. 4 is not dead. We say okay. If I Bastion, I am dead, I think. If I don't Bastion, I'm also dead. He also has time to play like decimates and shit, so. What? Okay, this guy's griefing. I don't even know, dude. That was confusing. Okay. Yeah, stack's overpowered, not gonna lie. It is so good, you just make your opponents so confused that they just like brain lag out of the game. That's how powerful it is. They're like, what? Sumpworks map? That's a card?